Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm very glad you're here, and if you're new here, my name is Martin and I do perfume reviews. And today's fragrance I'm going to talk about is from a brand I already did a review on, and it's Joop. I did a review on the Wow Eau de Toilette, which used to be my signature scent, and I still love it and I still recommend it. But this fragrance really is great, really nice, and it's Joop Homme Eau de Parfum. So this is the Eau de Parfum concentration. It's a flanker for the Eau de Toilette version. It's like the pink one. And there's also Le Parfum, which is another fragrance from Joop. So like there are two flankers, but they're not really the same. Like there are some similarities, yes, but they're not the same. Let me start with the bottle and also like the color of the juice, because this is the first difference you're going to see. This one is like golden brownish, and I feel like this really looks the way it smells. So it fits the scent profile very well. You do get a beautiful glass bottle and a great atomizer. So let me show you. The atomizer is very nice and the scent is even better. But I have to tell you, from the opening, it's very sharp and also kind of alcoholic. So you do have to wait half a minute. Then you really start to smell the notes in here. And in the opening, you have cinnamon, you have bergamot, and you have hazelnut. The bergamot I don't really get a lot in here, but I do get the cinnamon and especially the hazelnut from the beginning, and I do like it. So very sweet and spicy. And then like in the middle notes, you have cardamom in here, you have orange blossom, you have tonka bean and heliotrope. So it gets sweeter and sweeter throughout the time, and more powdery as well. The cardamom I can also smell, so very spicy and oriental. And then in the dry down, you have vanilla, you have sandalwood, cashmeran, and vetiver. So there are a lot of different notes in here, but mostly I get hazelnut, I get the sweet, spicy, and aromatic touches. Especially, I feel like the cinnamon and tonka bean I can smell a lot as well. So overall, this fragrance is very aromatic, as I said, very sweet, very warm and spicy, and also ambery. Even though there is no amber in here, I've watched some reviews and also like on different websites. Some websites you can read that there's honey in here, and other there's no honey in here, but they do get that warm ambery honey vibe. But I don't know if it's probably like the tonka bean or the different notes in here that mix well together. However, I would say that this fragrance is very synthetic. So it is sweet, but it has like a synthetic syrupy sweetness to it. Similar to like Coca-Cola vanilla. Like it kind of reminds me of that drink, if you know this one. And it also reminds me of two other fragrances. Not a lot, but there are some similarities. To me personally, this smells like you have the Joop DNA, and then you like just mix it with 1 million by Paco Rabanne and like just a little zest of Naxos by Xerjoff, and then you get this fragrance. Especially the thing with Naxos by Xerjoff, I've tried this fragrance not a long time ago, and before that I actually had the tester, and when I smelled Naxos I felt like, okay, this reminds me of another fragrance I have, or like I have smelled at least, and then it came to my mind, and it's actually the Joop Homme Eau de Parfum. They're really similar, especially in the opening, but they do get like in two different directions. While Naxos is like very fresh and you have the lavender note in here, this one is more sweet and gets more powdery towards the end. So these are the notes, and I do like the notes in here, especially the hazelnut. I think it's very unique, but you do have to like this type of notes, like very sweet, very oriental, but it still has that Joop DNA, just more refined in my opinion and more grown up. I feel like Joop overall is a very, I wouldn't say like a teenager scent, but it's like a clubbing scent, where this one is more signature scent worthy. And this, as far as I know, is supposed to be a signature scent. So if you're looking for a signature scent, then you should definitely try this one if you like sweet, powdery, and oriental fragrances. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the performance and the lasting power. And I feel like that this really is a beast mode fragrance. I mean, I know it is a beast mode fragrance because I've been wearing it, I feel like 4 times, as far as I know, for, and every time when I was wearing it, I could smell myself, like I could smell the scent hours later. Like this really gives me around 10 hours. And especially in the first 2 hours, it projects a lot. So you shouldn't overspray this one. I mean, it comes from me. Like, I love overspraying every fragrance I have, but you don't need more than 4 sprayers. Like 4 sprayers maximum. And if you feel like you want more, like after 3 4 hours, you can just put 2 or 3 sprayers again, and then you can get like this strong performance, like the strong projection again. But overall, this really is a strong and good performing fragrance. I feel like all your fragrances I've tried so far are projecting and lasting very long, very loud. Also like the Joop Homme Edp version. It's the pink one. I haven't been wearing this one, but I've tried this one several times. I just didn't really feel like this fits. Like I didn't feel like it fits like my personality there. Like, even though I like it, I do think it's a great fragrance, but I tried it and I like hours and hours I could smell this one. It's the same with this one. I feel like this one is even stronger because it is also an eau de parfum concentration. And the last thing I'm going to talk about are the occasions. Like, even though this is a signature scent worthy fragrance, I don't feel like this is a fragrance you should wear like everywhere. I don't know if it's like appropriate for office. It always depends in what type of environment you're working in, but this is like not a typical humble, laid back office fragrance, because this one is loud and this one is strong, like really projecting a lot. This is very eccentric and flamboyant, so it does have to fit your type of personality first of all. And I feel like this is more of a like fragrance for going out clubbing or like special events, because this really is going to give you a lot of attention. I mean, if you're looking for attention in your working environment, then you should definitely go with this one. But overall, I don't think this is like a fragrance you can wear everywhere. Like, this is more of a fragrance for like clubbing or like date night. I feel like this is also a very sexy and sensual fragrance. Um, and I feel like this that like a lot of women are going to feel like this is an appealing fragrance, because even though this is a men's fragrance, it's marketed towards men. I feel like women could pull off this one as well, but this is more of a men's fragrance in my opinion. However, women are going to like this fragrance a lot. I feel like because of the sweetness with the tonka bean in here, and also like the orange blossom, the hazelnut, there's something about this fragrance that's also like very just sexy and also mysterious and very playful. Like, there's, even though it's not a gourmand fragrance, it has like this edible quality to it, and I really really like it. So overall, I really like this fragrance. I definitely recommend it to everyone that's looking for a sweet oriental fragrance with spices, and especially if you're looking for something with like hazelnut in there, and tonka bean. Like, you do get a lot of tonka bean in here as well. So if you liked the video, then please hit the like button. If you enjoyed watching, if you have any questions or any feedback, comment down below and tell me what you're thinking. And I hope to see you guys very soon for another review. Thank you.